Welcome, everybody, to the Neighborhood Bridges Kindness Cast. I'm Rick Bannister. I'm the CEO and founder of Neighborhood Bridges, and I have with me a good friend and a miracle worker here in Westerville City Schools, Marsha Siefker, who's right now you're a counselor at Charrington Elementary, correct?
Yes, I'm at Charrington 4 days and 1 day at Whittier.
And one day at Whittier, okay. Yeah. And, one of our most amazing advocates that we have in Westerville City Schools. And so, Marcia, we're just recording these podcasts just to really share with the community what it means when they respond to fill a need and what that means to your students and that kind of stuff. So, what can you share with us about that?
Oh my goodness. This is such an exciting resource. I mean, it really does truly bridge the gap between our needs and people who are willing to, fulfill those needs in our community. And it's such a blessing to so many. We've had over the last several years, I think you started it back in 2017, over the
Right.
last, I think so anyway. And we were so excited when it first started, but it's really gaining momentum. I can't tell you how many times I've said, when people talk to me, parents, teachers, oh, I can ask Neighborhood Bridges, I can put a referral in. And it's so easy to do too. You go to log in, you can fill it in, very simple process. And we've had so many different needs filled. We had even a new car over the last couple of years. We had a new car that was helped, carpet cleaning service when the family had some issues with the apartment, so some cleaning, deep cleaning of carpets. We've had a broken fence fixed, food, clothing, like toiletries, and that another thing, the closet. We've had a lot of restocking of our Charrington closet. What we have is a resource closet on site at Charrington, and you've helped to restock. Neighborhood Bridges has helped to restock that. We've had gift cards, countless gift cards for like food and gas money when we've had some families that just haven't been able to, get from various places, from place to place. And I've received so many just parents, so many smiles just when you go to take those, and they just look so relieved and so thankful for that help. And I know recently you were able to visit Charrington, and were part of a really, really neat experience where we had an interpreter over the phone. So that was a really neat experience, and you were able to take some tables and chairs and to that family. And so that was a really neat experience to have you on site. It was an honor and blessing to have you there and be part of that experience.
Well, it was my honor. And you know what? Let's talk about that for a minute. I just think that the community should understand really the superhero work that you and your colleagues do, and have been doing, your entire careers. We're just Neighborhood Bridges, I guess, we tend to see it in more detail now. But here was a family who had moved into the community and just lacked basic furniture. I think we delivered a kitchen table and a couch to them. They didn't have it, and there was a language barrier. And so, I've told this story. I've been involved with our schools, I don't know, forever, my entire adult life. And for me to come in and be able to talk with the family through you and the interpreter, who was live interpreting everything into Portuguese for this family, was amazing and really a lifeline. I think it was a lifeline. And I don't know how we would have done it without you, but really an incredible story.
Right. Oh, yes, it really is. And we're just so fortunate to have it. Really is neat to see it, happen in real time and be able to have that. It is a lifeline because our interpreters are so helpful to us too. And without that, it just wouldn't really happen. And so I've been getting more involved. We've had a lot of requests from ESL families. Actually, our ESL teacher, Tina Shirey at Charrington, she's been working really, really hard, very diligently trying to get those interpreters, making sure that those conferences happen. And we really find out a lot, through the interpreters in that process as well. So really it just has become, the more that people are finding out about it, the more that we advocate, be advocates for it as well. It's very helpful in just talking to our teachers. Our teachers are starting to say more and more, hey, let's ask Marsha, or let's put a referral in, for or two neighborhood bridges and see if they can help with
Yeah.
things. And that's been just such a blessing, really,
You know,
truly. And yeah.
yeah, and talking about Tina, who I've known for years, and I love her work and I'm grateful to her. But just touching on the ESL population, which is common everywhere. It's common in all of our communities, whether we're serving in one of our communities in Ohio or Alabama. And so, I've been trying to talk a lot about this year, Marcia, to be really transparent with the public that, I hope that Neighborhood Bridges is we are able to more, reach further and serve more deeply because there are no forms to fill out. There's no language barriers. There's no red tape.
Mm-hmm.
It's just on professional call of licensed and certified professionals like yourself that allow us to take these opportunities out to the community, and they say yes every time.
Hmm. Yes, it has been. Also, I have to mention Molly and Wendy too, the Westerville area directors. Have been so helpful. And you're right. I just there isn't that, and there are with some other, which is fine. We have all different kinds of community support from different places, but this is very nice because it is very easy for us. To fill that out. And sometimes they've even had questions, which has been really great too. So instead of going to the referral, I've actually contacted maybe Molly or Wendy directly in cases, and have really gotten to know them too. They always are the ones who bring, some of the gift cards and things like that, the smaller items to our buildings and drop them off. And so I have to thank them profusely for doing that. And then, of course, you have, transportation that you have had people, I'm not sure who exactly you work with, but I know that transportation is huge. I can't even tell you how many times the families have said, oh, that's great, but I can't come pick it up. I'm not able to do that. And um, having neighborhood bridges, having transportation to be able to get the items to their homes is huge. I mean, that's really huge. So,
Yeah, and Westerville is ground zero. It all started right here.
mhm,
And the community where we work and live has been inspired us to take this to other communities.
mhm,
Um, but I don't see a tiring of or a lack of support. I see more and more community members want to come forward, and you mentioned the care closet there and keeping that stocked, and I wonder if you could just share, what's in there. What are we talking about that kids need and are asking for?
yeah, we have everything from shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrushes. We have coats, which I had just recently. I have more coats coming from Neighborhood Bridges actually to help us out with that. There's socks, underwear, all kinds of clothing. I have clothing all the way from pretty much all sizes, from toddlers all the way up to adult sizes. Some of our fifth graders, even in elementary, are wearing adult size clothing. So we have a lot of clothing. We have shoes. I have a bunch of shoes in there. Lots of school supplies too, school
Mhm.
boxes, crayons, pretty much anything. We have teachers sometimes who will ask, they'll say, hey, one of my students doesn't have these items, and I know it's going to be tough for their family to buy it. So I'll say, well, come on in. I have it in the Charrington closet. Let's get it and make sure that they have it. And so just very easy access. And our teachers are able to even go in and get some things that they need also. So
I'm loving how you keep pulling the teachers into your, what you're sharing today, because we're all at different parts of the spectrum here in meeting, trying to lift up the students of Westerville. And, some of the stuff we're talking about, um, I don't even know, Marcia, the kids who are lacking some of the most basic things. uh, I think about this a lot. I think about them. They have to come such a long way
mhm.
just to arrive to school. And I'm talking about
They do.
just meeting their basic needs. and,
Right.
thank God they come to school. And,
Yes.
we can assess what they need,
Mhm.
and to develop that relationship so that they'll want to come every day and know that they're going to be cared for while
Mhm.
they learn and explore their own lives.
Yes, and I do have to say on that, I haven't mentioned this yet, but the students, the children that come in, like I'll bring them into the Charrington Closet and have them try on, for example, coats. We just recently did that with quite a few of our students, and they were like, "Is this really mine? Do I get to keep this? Are you sure?" And they actually get to kind of shop. I have them look around and actually find something that they really like, and they love that. I love to see their faces, and it's just so exciting because they're just like, oh my goodness, that it's almost unbelievable. And that's the same with our parents too. Sometimes are just so taken aback by the fact that people would reach out and do that and help them and be so willing and so giving to help
Yeah.
them out. So it's really neat to see that.
Well, Marcia, thanks for what you do every day. We, view you as a champion. You've been named an Advocate of the Year for Neighborhood Bridges, and I don't know how else we can thank you, but,
Oh my goodness.
um,
Oh
but
wow.
thanks
You
for,
you guys are just big time love to you all. Oh my goodness.
well, we feel the same way, and, thanks for what you do, and thanks for sharing part of your day today so that we can, engage and inform our community and be transparent and be grateful
Mm.
and, continue to lift these children up.
Yes, well, it is my honor. I love what I do. I love being able to help, and have you there to help us is just such a fantastic thing. So, really, we so thankful and grateful for Neighborhood Bridges. So,
Yeah.
thank you
Marcia,
so
thank,
much too.
yeah. Thank you. And, this will conclude our podcast. So thank you.
Thank you.